Hey everyone, it's me, Elna. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me just check and see if everything is going right. Oh, good. Microphone is on. All right. Okay, so for now, for this live, I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live on a Q&A about freelance writing. All right, so if you have any questions, please put them down and I can help you if you're a brand new freelance writer. All right, I hope everyone is doing good right now. I know so many countries right now are in lockdown and, that everyone is working from home. So I'm really want to help you if you want to work from home and be a freelance writer. So if you have any questions, just post them for me. I'm free right now. Think of this as like a coaching call if you want, or a group coaching call. My time is very limited, so hopefully you guys have some things you can ask me and I can help you. If you're here, say hi. Tell me where you are. Where are you right now? Today it snowed. It was an indoor day. We went outside briefly when the snow let up, and my twins had fun. I decided to do a curriculum lesson with them. Scholastic has a at-home curriculum based on this whole virus thing that's going around. So I was able to devote like almost 45 minutes to do sort of like a quick lesson. So I was really happy about that. So we'll be doing that every day to have some kind of consistency with this. But anyways, I'm glad I see people are showing up. Awesome. Say hi in the comments. Ask your questions. I'm only here for, I'd probably say 20 to 30 minutes. Think of this as group coaching. So come and ask your questions and I can help you. I know in my Facebook page, I did have a little thread about challenges you guys are facing. So I can go over that until I see some questions coming in. But yeah, let me know what is going on. Am I on the right page? No, I'm not. I'm in a different page right now. Let me just go to my page here and see the thread. I think I asked you what your number one challenges were as a freelance writer, because when I first started freelance writing, I mean, the biggest challenge was having other people like read my writing and see if they really like the writing. And, I tell the story numerous times, but there was this one person that did not like my writing and voiced it to me. And that really affected me deeply. It was really hard to recover from that, but I'm glad I did. All right, so I'm on my page right now. Oh, excuse me. All right, so I'm live in here. That's great. Let me look at here, challenges. All right, so I can just read through some of these challenges while I'm waiting for any kind of questions. Anyone, just pop them in. Hi, everyone. All right, so Patrice here wrote that, Patrice, that her writing business, she's trying to get that up as soon as possible. And she wished she had started sooner. There are lots of people looking for remote work. Definitely, like I was mentioning with this virus that's going around, there is a big influx with people wanting to work from home and finding ways to work from home, because it seems like this is going to be something that we're going to be living with for quite a while. So I do want to help you land those jobs, make this a living as a writer, because I've been doing this for several years now, and I really want to help you guys. So Patrice says, sorry, granted, that does not mean they're all writers, but there are many people anticipating a financial pinch. Glad to be 3/4 of the way through their wonderful course. Oh, she didn't have a challenge there. All right. That was a nice comment. Thank you, Patrice. Okay. Jennifer said that she's a homeschool mom with a homeschool blog. She's been getting and implementing freelance writing tips, and she's pitched to numerous blogs and magazines, and 2 paid her, which was awesome. And but her question is, if they don't specify how long before you hear from them after you send a query, is it okay to check with them via email? And that's a great question, because when do you follow up when you send pitches? Oh, hey, Radhika, I can see you. Great. Let me just finish my thought and then I can answer your question. When do you send that follow up? What's a good time frame for that? And actually, on my latest YouTube video, I do talk about this at the very end of the video. So I'm just going to rehash it to you again. Let me go here. If you go to courses.profitablecreative.com, you'll be taken to this page, and you can just go to the Write Your Way to Your First 1K sales page here. And if you scroll down to the table of contents, click on that. This is a very comprehensive course. If you just click here under your pitch, this is a lesson that you can preview for free. And it's how to always get a response from a pitch. So in this lesson, I do tell you when a good time frame is to respond to the pitch. And I actually give you what to say to that reply so that they will respond to you. And a lot of my course students have had success with this. They have actually told me in the Facebook page for my course students. So I'm really happy that this is working for them. And that's why I opened it up, because I really, like I said, I truly want to help everyone. So take a look at that. It's at courses.profitablecreative.com. Click on the Right to 1K sales page, scroll down to the table of contents, and then you'll see under the module Your Pitch, how to always get a response from a pitch. But to answer that question, I'd wait probably about 10 to 14 days before I would circle back. Maybe a tad sooner. It really depends on the where you saw that job ad. If you cold pitched, if it was a job ad, things like that. With a job ad, it would be a bit sooner. I would say probably 7 days. All right, everyone. Hey, okay, so Radhika says, what would be the first step for first timers in freelance writing? The most essential step. Yes, the most essential step are your writing samples. I honestly believe if you have no proof that you're an actual writer, you will not land any gigs. You have to think of it from a business perspective, from like the other side. I hire writers, and the only way that I hire writers is when I see their writing. So a lot of the times I see them on guest posts from other blogs that I visit, and I'm like, oh, this is a guest post. And then I read the guest post. I am immediately hooked. And I look at their author bio and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's a freelance writer. And even sometimes if they're not a freelance writer and they wrote an amazing blog post, I will contact them. So you need proof somewhere, either through guest posting on your blog, on Medium, those writing samples. Now, of course, when you think about that, okay, writing samples, but then what do you write about, right? So your niche goes hand in hand with your writing sample, and I believe that's your first step. And I do have on Elna Cain, my latest blog post is actually that exact thing. The very first step. And I do talk about your niche. I also go through some other preliminary steps. So if you go to elnacain.com, right here, the first step to be a freelance writer. So maybe you can take a look at that, Radhika. Can I add that in the comments? Let me see. I don't know if I added that or not. We'll see. But there you go. Okay. Hey, Alex. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Oh, I did add that. Awesome. So there's the link to this post. It's pretty thorough. I mean, like I said, the first step is the niche. I don't know if I go into writing samples. I have a video in here as well. So it is a comprehensive post that you can take a look at. But yeah, hi. All right. So, okay, and Radhika asks, which are the best websites to submit the articles after I have decided my writing niche? Take your time to answer. Well, thank you. I will take my time to answer. Yeah. So the best websites, sorry, I'm just going to, at the end of the day, my allergies really kick in and I need to like blow my nose and stuff. As far as the websites to guest post on, I would really look at two things to consider. You want to guest post on relevant sites, and you want to guest post on high authority sites. Okay, so like if you landed a guest post on BuzzFeed, for example, and if that was sort of like your niche, this sort of viral type of content for like entertainment businesses, for example, that is highly credible. And in your portfolio, you're like, I'm a BuzzFeed contributor, a BuzzFeed writer, you can even say, or Lifehack. Those are big notable brands and websites that you definitely want to try and get your hand at a guest post spot. But I would also look at relevant sites, and that might be newer blogs, newer contributor blogs that aren't that popular, but they're your exact niche. So if you are, let's say you're a finance writer and you're having a hard time landing a guest spot on Wise Bread and all these big financial sites. See if there is a financial blogger that offers a contributorship or a guest blogging spot that you can guest post on their site. It's a financial site and it's in your niche, so it's credible that way. And that's what I did when I first started freelance writing. My background was in education and children with autism, so I actually landed a guest post on a like sort of a mom blog site. She had a child with autism and she was selling autism related curriculum things. I was able to land a guest post on that site because, again, I was looking at my experience of what I can offer to write about. And education in children with autism was a deep passion of mine. It still is. But I had a difficult time finding gigs in that niche. It was only much later that things started approaching me, like educational content and businesses started approaching me, but not off the bat. So those are my recommendations. An easier way to get your writing up is through Medium. So I strongly suggest, if you go to Medium, find the publications to guest post on. So like for me, things are very slow when I go live, so I'm sorry. If I go to my profile, I've written on the startup, so the writing cooperative here. Here's the startup. And there's another couple other ones that I have. It's just really slow right now. There we go. Better marketing. An Age of Awareness. Age of Awareness is more educational. So those are all publications that you can almost immediately get published on. You just have to sign up, submit your content, sign up, and make sure that you're on the Medium partner program so that you get paid for your writing. All right. So that's probably the best way. Hey, Kirsty, I see you're here. Awesome. Are you aware of good mental health and well-being blogs for contributor role? No, I'm not, but you know what? You can just run a quick Google search. If you type in Write For Us mental health, let's see what comes up in Google. Now, I'm in Canada, so my results might differ from you if you're in the States, but here's Write For Us Blunt Therapy. Blunt Therapy is the best mental health blog on the internet. Well, and they have a contributorship. So maybe try Blunt Therapy, Kirsty, UK based. Yeah, so your result page might be different. You might not have Blunt Therapy in the beginning. You might have a UK based result, but it doesn't matter. You want to guest post on any contributorship in your mental health niche, right? Because you want to attract clients not only in the UK, but in the States, in Canada, in Germany, wherever, right? All over the world, right? That's what's so great about being an online freelance writer, instead of being like a journalist to the newspaper in your local town, right? There's so much more opportunity when you can put everything online. So here's Define Mental Illness. Is another one here. Psych Central, I guest posted on Psych Central early on in freelance writing. So this is an easy way to get credibility in that niche. And that's what I did. So I do have a guest post on Psych Central. Mental health paid, I guess. Here's A Lust for Life. There's a lot here. Psych, Reg. All right. So Kirsty, just type in Write For Us Mental Health in Google. And I'm sure you'll find a lot of great contributorship sites. And guest posting is one of the best ways to market your business. Yes, it's for free. A lot of these places is free content, but you have to look at the other side. They have a new audience for you, right? And you can use that as a great portfolio clip. And for me, that's golden. You want to look like you've been everywhere online. And if you can snatch 3, 4, 5 guest posting spots that come in, 2 in March and 3 in April. Wow. People, when they search your name, you're going to have author bios attached to those content. And it looks like, along with your social media profiles, along with your writer website, you're going to be online. They're going to see, wow, she is a prolific writer, right? So guest posting really helps with that. Hey, Alex. Anne Marie, hey. Awesome, Anne Marie. Hopefully that answered your question. Very simple. Write for us, and then the niche that you want. Write for us pets. Write for us equestrian. Write for us eco-friendly living, frugal living, financial, whatever. You'll find some guest posting sites for sure. Alex asks, I have around 5 guest posts, but only one of them is on what you would call a big financial blog. Is that enough, or should I pitch to bigger blogs? No, start there, right? If you have one on a big financial blog, that's awesome, right? That is credibility. That is proof that you're a legit writer when it's on a big financial site like that or any big blog. Have that on your portfolio. Put that as number 1 on your portfolio. Use that in your author bio. I've been featured on such and such, or I'm a contributor on such and such, that financial blog. So use that and capitalize on that in your pitches as well, right? For me, since I've been featured on many blogs, a lot of times I will say, hi, I'm Elna Cain. I'm a freelance writer, and I've been featured on, and I mentioned these sites, things that I've written on, like Walmart, but other blogs that have featured me, like Infusionsoft, or on Tailwind, for example. They have mentioned me and featured me at times, right? So use those names when you pitch in your author bio and stuff, but still try to get your writing on other blogs, on Medium, things like that, because you want someone to search for you online and to find that you are on a lot of places. You have written on many places, right? Great, Kirsty. I'm glad that helped. Awesome. Great. So if anyone has any more questions, we sort of went through that. We can get to it. I was just going to look at some of the challenges here, this thread that I had on my freelance writing page here about some challenges. So Christy here says her focus was on reoccurring clients. I'm making a good living between my freelancing and passive income sources, which is awesome. I'm trying to find higher paying work. I've been dabbling in copywriting, but my love is blogging. I have a few SEMrush certifications, and I help run many blogs. I'm starting to move towards digital marketing as a niche since I've experienced. I'm unsure how to pitch to make this pivot. I'd like to write about passive income and digital marketing. And I think I mentioned a YouTube video that I talked about digital marketing. As far as like pitching, there's no need to pivot in your pitch. Your pitch will just say that you are a writer in the digital marketing niche. If you have content on your writer website, if you tweak your writer website copy to say that you are a writer for that niche, then you are a writer for that niche because you have proof, you have guest posting, you have all those things that show that, yeah, I write in the digital marketing niche. I mean, this is what happened to me when I first started. I had several niches, I had several services, but as soon as I found the one client that I really liked writing about social media content, I picked up another client that I wrote about blogging content, and I loved it so much that I started writing blogging content on my blog, and then later I started another blog about digital marketing content for mom bloggers. I mean, I absolutely love the digital marketing niche. So yeah, you don't necessarily need to have like the experience as a digital marketer to be a digital marketing writer. I never was until probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years later when I actually had a course and I was doing other things as a marketer kind of thing, right? So yeah, just in your pitch, just lay it out there. That's what I would do. Hey, Sydney. So Sydney asks, how do you balance your personal life, health, family with freelance writing? I'm finding it difficult. You know what? It is difficult. Like, oops. Sorry about that. As I was saying in the beginning of this video, I mean, my twins are on March break, but the school has extended it another 2 weeks. So for a total of 3 weeks. So it's pretty much like, a summer, but it's still snowing outside and the libraries are closed in our city. A lot of programs are closed. There's no Easter things that are going to be going on. Like there's really nothing. And I can't do play dates, can't do birthday parties. Like, it's like we are in the house and in our backyard. So it is a challenge for sure. As I was mentioning, I found the Scholastic has like a work at home curriculum or stay at home curriculum because of this coronavirus. So they have that. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know how big your little ones are or how many kids you have, Sydney. But this is it right here. I'll put the link in the comments. But so my kids are in grade 1, but they have pre-K and kindergarten stuff. So like today we did day 1. So I'm eager to see what day 2 is. But we did the day 1 curriculum, which is about spiders right here. And so it's listening to a story, reading a story, watching some cool video, doing activities, lots of different activities. And then, yeah, here's day 2. So that took me a good, like, I'd say 40 minutes. I mean, I did have twins and I had to go through it twice, but it was fun. And my kids seemed to like it and they were reading, right? So I have to sort of split my time up with work time and mom time. And that's what I did. I tell my twins in the morning, I work from 9 to 12. And so my twins can watch a show. They can play on their iPad for a set time, whatever we decide, based on their chores and all that. And then they play up until lunchtime. Then we do lunch. And then after that in the afternoon, we go outside. We have to do something, an activity. I might do baking with my daughter because she has an easy bake oven. And my son might watch us. My son does Lego, so I sit with him and help him with Lego. And so I do a chunk of time with that. And then it's at night when they go to bed is when I finish my work. I'm in the middle of writing a blog post right now. Let's see. I started it. Why is it showing this? I started it today, so it's legitimate work from home typing jobs. And so I've written... It says 1,500 words, but see, I still have like a lot more. So, I mean, I can usually on a day when they go to school, I can whip out this blog post that's probably going to be 2,500 words to 3,000 words in one day, edit it the next day and publish it the next day. But this is going to take me on. I was able to write 1,500 words. I'm happy about that. Tomorrow from 9 to 12, I'm going to hopefully write another 1,500 words and finish this post. And during the lunch break, instead of eating lunch with my family, I might work on the graphics for this and whatnot for this blog post. I have another blog post for Twins Mommy about working from home as well. So I haven't gotten to that. So I'm going to work on that. And then an outline for a client piece. So I sort of do blocks of time. It's fluid every day. It really is fluid, especially now with this thing. I mean, I did a YouTube video this morning, like early morning before I did this blog post. And that was the first time ever with my kids at home, like ever. And I was really worried about that, but my kids did great. So I was able to do a video. So hopefully that helps, Sydney. I do have some schedules on my blog, and I'm sorry if I'm just like directing all these answers to my blog. Like I don't mean to. Like hopefully I have value in what I'm saying right now. But I do have a blog post, Sydney. Let me just find it. Oh, how long did I write this ago? I must have wrote it a long time ago. Oh, here it is. Time management tips as a part-time freelance writer plus schedules. I have like 3 schedules in here. So I'm gonna put this in the comments for you, Sydney. And so like in this blog post, I have a video on managing your time, but then I also have, let's see, where is it? Right here. If you only have 5 hours a week for freelance writing, here's your schedule. So family time on the weekends, work time and dinner and all that stuff. And then I have 10 hours a week, and then I have 20 hours a week. I don't think I have more than that. Yeah, 20 hours a week. So, and I show you the type of things you should be working on. I think the 20 hours a week is when you have client work, And so how do you juggle the deadlines plus still marketing your business plus taking care of your kids and the chores and all that stuff? Yeah, if you look at my office right now, it's like a bomb went off. For some reason, there are stuffies all over my floor. And so I have no idea when that happened. But yeah, so organization is like the last thing on my list. But tomorrow I have to go organize downstairs for our food pantry because we are prepping stuff for this, right? So I have to now go organize all that. So it's, like I said, it's give and take. Emma asks, considering what is going on in the world today, has it affected your work on the companies you work for? I'm taking this off time to really be able to work on the freelance writing, but I'm just curious if writing is one of the professions that have taken a hit financially. Restaurants in Vegas took a hard hit. Yeah, it depends on your niche, right? If you are a travel writer, a restaurant food blogger, writer, yeah, you're not going to get many jobs. But that's not to say, I also belong to Help a Reporter Out, Haro, and a lot of the pitches are for the coronavirus and the restaurant business. The coronavirus and the businesses that are suffering. So those are actual journalists and freelance writers that are writing that type of content. So, I mean, I'm not a travel writer. I'm not a food writer. No one in my Facebook group, my private group for course writers, have mentioned that they're struggling in those niches. I haven't seen that. Since I'm in the digital marketing niche, people in the financial niche, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's no hit there. I mean, people are going to want to know what to do with their finances, what's going on and all that stuff. So budgeting, all that stuff is probably going to be good, right? It's going to boost. You can also look, I mean, if you go to like Google Trends, and you can just take a look and see what is going on right now. What are the trends? And that can sort of tell you what the type of writing that's going on out there. Go to job boards. What kind of writers are there? Today I went to ProBlogger and there's a lot of creative hobby type of writing jobs like sewing, fishing, like keeping fishes, like fish tank stuff, right? So there's still things going on. So coronavirus, huge. I'm sure a lot of businesses are benefiting from that by helping others through this and what kind of information they can provide for restaurant owners, for the travel industry and things like that. But you can also write here, travel, or here tourism. I don't know what I have here as travel. I'm sure I would probably put more than that, but sorry, it's really slow too. And this is just for the United States. So you can see travel, the discussion of travel is slightly going up. But again, what's the user intent for traveling? They're probably wanting to know about travel bans, travel regulations, traveling to certain countries. So, I mean, even though I say the travel niche and industry is going down, there could be a way that those businesses could, I don't want to say capitalize, but use what's going on in the world today to help their audience, right? So I'm a blog writer. I think blogs will always be informational, will always be helpful, no matter what niche you're in. So if there is a travel industry with a blog, well, this is where they can pump out content and hire a writer that way, right? And you can position yourself like that. If you're a travel writer, you can go to those blogs. You can take a screenshot of the Google Trends and say, you know what? People are wanting to search about travel. Here are some travel ideas for you. And yeah, Google Trends says it's an emerging trend or whatever, you know? And do that in your pitch. I mean, why not? Personally, for me, I haven't seen a hit. Like I said, in the digital marketing niche, there isn't a hit. But as I was saying, I don't rely solely on my freelance writing clients. I do sell courses. I do ads. I do other ways to monetize my sites. So I don't have to rely solely on my freelance writing work. And I hope that a lot of my students grow from that this is sort of like a stepping stone and they can grow into course creators and grow into webpreneurs kind of thing. Because that's fun. I mean, not to say that freelance writing is also fun and you can make a living just as a freelance writer. Hey, Sydney. Oh, I'm glad that helped. Yes, so let me just go here. Okay, everyone, it's about 9 o'clock. I'm going to wrap it up. If there's one more question, I can answer maybe one more if there's one here. But thank you for joining me. If you have any more questions and I didn't get to them, just leave them in the comments and I will answer them after the live. I want everyone to stay safe. If you don't have to travel, please don't travel. Get out there and get all the food and things to prep so that you can stay home for at least a couple days at a time. All right, everyone. I don't see any questions popping up, so I will leave you to have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining me.